Hello and welcome to Kerbal Space Program. Today I'm gonna try and get into orbit. Been working on this ship for a couple days. It's pretty much guaranteed to get me into orbit. Just 4 liquid fuel boosters. They're stacked up. I'll fire these 2 first, and then these 2. And then I'll use, hopefully these 2 will still have fuel. But my center stage here will provide the final burn to correct us to get us into orbit and hopefully get us back home. So let's get this bad boy to the launch pad. And gonna go ahead and turn SAS on. And throttle up. And away we go. Yeah, that might be a little loud. So for this part, just gonna let it burn, get some speed. Not really gonna worry about any sort of management per se until we get to about 10,000 feet. Usually when I have to fire the second stage, then we start looking into stuff. So for now, just sit back and fly a rocket. Starting to get low on fuel in my first 2 engines. Gonna get ready for that separation. Can't tell you how many times I've screwed up almost getting into orbit and just jettisoning my command pod. Cut those loose. Hopefully they'll parachute down and not blow up, but that'd be a little wishful. And it's gonna go ahead and back off on the throttle a little bit, try and save some fuel. Just easy. There we go. Oh, yep, about there, half throttle. Works pretty good. About 20,000 meters, we're gonna start leaning over, getting ready to actually set up a trajectory. You could do it lower. I usually wait till 20 because that allows me to bleed off some speed. Well, I shouldn't say speed, but back off on my overall velocity. Get down to about 1/3 throttle. And I'm going to go ahead and turn SAS off. Lean over, lean over. Lean over to about 90 and lock it in with SAS. And just check the map really quick, see what our trajectory is looking like. Oh, that's looking pretty good. I don't like that being at 36. I'm gonna wait till I get out to about 60 or 70,000 feet. For my my apogee. Although I don't think it really counts as an apogee, but I could be wrong. Well, I'm not the rocket scientist, so we'll just wait till this guy gets out. And there's about 50,000. Get about 10,000 more. That'll also give us a longer ETA, which will give me time to aim, point, get the burn right, put us into a nice orbit. By the way, speaking of orbit, ooh, we're not. We gotta back off on that burn just a little bit. I mean, I know I have cross-feeding set up, so once I go to my middle tank, but try to save as much fuel as possible here. So let's check our map. That's out 80,000. We could perform a maneuver there. 1 minute 30 seconds. No. Oh, I can't grab it. There we go. That's a short one. Shit. There we go. That should. Whoa! Come on, let's. Shit! There goes my stage. Yeah. I know. Something YouTube G rated. Yeah, no. Can we get out just a little more? 82. Crap! I got bleed some. You know what? Let's just go ahead and cancel this node. Let's go ahead and add a maneuver here. There we go. That's what I want. Okay. So we have a maneuver node set for delta V is going to be about 9,000 or 900 meters per second in about 3 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and start bleeding off. Yeah, a lot of velocity here because there we go. Jettison those. Let's go ahead and turn SAS off and start pointing. There we go. Just give me my prograde. Lock that in for now. Nodes in 2 minutes. We can go ahead and do a little bit of. Well, I guess we can't warp, but I should probably cut thrusters for now. Go ahead and warp to 10x. Ooh, where's Kerbal? There's Kerbal. Sure looks pretty this time of year. Oh shit. Okay, so crap. Turn that crap off. We missed this. What do you say we just make our own orbit? Let's see actually if I'm in a technical orbit. Yeah, but I can go ahead and yeah, we missed that. That was me just goofing off and not paying attention. There we go. Spun out. Okay. Oh, did SAS catch it? You gotta be. Oh, T minus 39. Stop that. T minus 32 seconds to burn. We're gonna go ahead and burn 820 meters per second. We're a little low on fuel. I like to have at least a. It's gonna take probably at least a half tank to retrograde, to get back down. But we'll go ahead and do this burn. We'll go ahead and turn this off. 10 seconds. Okay, get ready. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Throttle up. 2, 1, and we're burning. Full thrust. Full thrust. Come on, girl. And lock that. I'm pretty sure we're in an orbit. I cut a little early, but the HHCS Pig is in an orbit, kids. Just like that. Couple boosters, some big rocket motors, some swearing. Face it doesn't work without the swearing. So let's go ahead and speed time, and we'll go ahead and take a lap. Okay. Now while that's doing that, anybody remember where the Kerbal space program is? No, it's not there. It's is it night? Swing and a miss. let's go ahead and take some laps. Really, at this point, I'm just showing off. I mean, hey, look, I'm doing orbits. As long as my orbit doesn't decay, I'm doing good. You know what they say? I don't know what they say. Who am I kidding? Where the hell is my parking spot? We're gonna go ahead and aim. We'll go ahead and take one more pass around Kerbal. And then we'll go ahead and activate the RCS thrusters, which somehow still don't have fuel. One of these days I'll put an RCS tank on and be like, whoop-de-doo, RCS fuel. Yeah, let's go ahead and start preparing to retrograde orbit. So let's go ahead and take one more pass and aim for this big landmass. Okay. Yeah, this is it. Okay, let's go ahead and turn this off. There's a retrograde marker. Got a nice big landmass. Gonna go ahead and do this like the Soviets do, just crash into the planet. Well, technically they normally used retro rockets, which is pretty freaking violent, not to mention, let's hit the smaller target. The Americans are like, there's a bunch of water around. Why don't we just make it into a rowboat and some parachutes? The Russians were like, we're gonna land it right in our parking spot. It's like, okay. And some final adjustments. And we're going to do a big, hard retrograde burn. Okay. I'd say that's locked up pretty good. Full burn. Break orbit. Break orbit. Break orbit. Yeah, there we go. Yep. Dial spinning backwards now. Okay. Okay, we broke the orbit. But can I get it back on land before I run out of gas? Oh, yeah. Daddy's parking in the dirt. I'm pretty sure that was it. Yeah. She's out of gas. So let's go ahead and turn off SAS and start pointing towards that retrograde marker, because we'll encounter atmospheric friction and that will help. I could probably jettison my final stage, but for some reason I leave it tied into the parachute for some ungodly, awful reason. So we're just going to go ahead and walk this in. Got a big disposable engine on the back that's going to break anyways. I'll make heat shield, right? That counts. Okay, again, just nose up, retrograde, retrograde, retrograde. I don't know why RCS is on. I mean, it's great when you got to make those major corrections, but I've noticed it can be really touchy. So we're coasting. We're only, 200,000 meters, so, 200 kilometers above Kerbal. It's not like we got a long way down or nothing. We're just gonna. Can't go fast when the ship is throttled up. What if the ship is throttled up and has no gas? Oh, that jumped forward a little bit. There we go. Okay, now we're starting to get into the atmosphere. Whoa, where's my retrograde marker? I need that thing. That's my air brake, basically. SAS, SAS. There we go. Now we're air braking. Yeah, see? And then right when it would normally burst into flames, eject. Only caught the parachute on a little fire. Now we're just locked on that retrograde marker because we're in free fall. Well, not technically free fall because we have the parachute. If the parachute didn't fire, we'd be in free fall and we would just follow the retrograde marker down. But it looks like the parachute's not providing a major amount of drag, so we're technically free falling. Kind of. Some math nerd's gonna crunch these numbers, and I'm just gonna be like, cool story, bro. I made an orbit. Why don't you go do that? What have you done today? Have you orbited a planet? I have. And Jebediah here is about to live. That's unheard of in my space program. Actually, I think Jebediah is the only one that somehow oddly survives. I don't know if he flew in my space plane tests I did earlier today. Let's not even talk about that. Those were just a disaster. Just gonna go ahead and speed this up. 300, and we're landing. Got back up because it's physical time warp, so it pretty much screws up everything. We RCS thrusters, ha ha ha! Do a dance, do a dance. Okay, that's pretty much it. So we're gonna call that flight a success. Let's see. Fuel tanks crashed, liquid fuel engine crashed, separations occurred. Ooh, 12 Gs. Ooh. We got 508,000 meters above Kerbal. We only traveled 20 million meters. 25 million meters, technically. So, tracking station. Let's see if there's any debris. I think that was a pretty clean flight. Oh, we got one debris. I think that's a coupler? Yeah, that's a coupler. Thump. Okay, that's the only debris left. I think everything else just broke. Let's look at some stats for a coupler flight of flop. So, I hope y'all enjoyed that. Man, I was just doing this for testing, but we orbit, yay! And have a nice day.